Welcome back. Honestman, Skyrim Optimized, here with Mary Abernathy in the land of Solstheim. Getting here is really easy. All you need to do is go to the Windhelm docks. You'll find the captain of a ship there capable of bringing you here. A few quick notes from the last session. First and foremost, don't sell any of your jewelry. The things that we had smithed and upgraded, you want to hold on to that stuff for enchanting later on when we're ready to grind enchanting. Also, I hope it goes without saying, but anytime you're upgrading weapons or armor, you want to equip whatever enchantments you may have that improve your capabilities in that department. In my case, the only piece of equipment that I had is this hide bracers of major smithing, which is not nothing, it's pretty good actually. Weapon and armor improvements are 17% better. So all that being said, I think it's time to jump back into the action in Solstheim. And our first stop here is White Ridge Barrow. This location is in the northwest quadrant of Solstheim, approximately due north of Raven Rock, which is the port city. Do note that if you sleep here in Solstheim, it's likely, if not guaranteed, that you will be transported to a shrine in your sleep. In my case, I awoke at the Windstone, which kind of helped me because it's an easier walk going from the Windstone over to White Ridge Barrow than it would have been if I tried to go north. Either way is manageable, but that kind of worked out a little bit for my favor. So let's get after it. There's a very important piece to our end game puzzle here, which is what brings us here, obviously. And we also have a bunch of dead reavers with the door barred on this side. I'm sure that bodes well.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
There are dead albino spiders here, in addition to the dead reavers. And there are also live albino spiders here. They are, however, very easy to kill, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And they are a great way to increase your sneak. Ooh. There are also flaming spiders, which you will want to be much more careful about. They are also very easy to kill, but they can also get in your face and do a lot of damage, so just be aware. In addition, we have these explodey pods, which have the flame spiders inside. Come on, Ayla, put the torch down. Like, you gotta contribute here. But you can see how quick she went down there, right? Yeah, those flame spiders do a lot of damage. Something particularly noteworthy about Solstheim is that it has gem geodes. You can see here, these are ruby geodes. And as we saw last episode, gems are great for leveling our smithing. So we're going to get to those on our way out. We want to continue to accumulate as many gems as we can. I don't know why she isn't attacking these, but that's okay. Oh, now she's going for it. There we go. Level up here. I'd like to get my base health to 200, and then once base health is to 200, I'm going to push more stamina. Now that we've increased our character level again, we have 5 more ranks of training to play with, and the goal here is to continue to push one-handed with the fellow from the companions, he can take us all the way to 75. So that's going to be the goal here. As soon as we clear this place, I'm going to head back there. For the perk point, I'm just going to hold on to it for the time being. Archery is on the cusp of 79, which puts us really close to being able to get that final rank into Overdraw. There. We have dudes down here. There we go. There's 79. So far, so good. Just want to be, again, careful of the pods. Really? Ooh, he's tough. Here we go.
Huh?
Okay, deeper into the dungeon here, we find another barred door and some dead Draugr. Just a quick note here, since this might be relevant with the battles to come. We did turn in the Book of Love quest. We finished that and turned it in between episodes. That gave us this permanent boon, Agent of Mara, which is 15% magic resistance. In addition, we had the Savior's Hide, which gives us another 15%. And in addition to that, we have the Shield of Isgrimor. I may have buried the lead on this. This is one of the many rewards and benefits to completing the Companion's questline. And this shield gives us 20% magic resistance and 20 health points. So altogether, that brings me to 50% magic resist. In addition, we may be seeing some fire here, so I'm just going to pop this filter of fire resistance. And let's get after it. There is a named enemy in here who is a whole lot of trouble if you don't kill them really quick. That's not them. Alright, kill him, Ayla. Where is the leader? Yeah, they throw explodey spiders at you. It's this guy. We are gonna get our shield in. Let's start. There we go. There we go. So we got the shield bash in to get the stun, and then finished him off real easy. That went very well. You can see she only managed to get me with like one spider, but it still took half my health, even with the resistances that I have. So this is one of the reasons that I wanted to do that little interlude of improving my equipment a little bit, both offense and defense. But there's another fight to come. Checking out the named enemy that we just killed, you can see that these are actually scrolls. These are like consumables. Flamed Cloak Spider tosses a flame-cloaked spider on the ground that will cause fire damage to enemies that get too close. So it's sort of like a landmine. And then Jumping Flame Spider tosses a jumping fire spider on the ground that will launch itself at nearby enemies and explode if it lands near them. So these are some interesting toys if you want to try to incorporate this into your combat. And the way you would do that is on the east side of this dungeon, there's a machine of sorts that manufactures these spiders. So definitely look into that if you're curious. For our purposes, that's not what we're after. We're after something else. Okay, at the back of this chamber here, I'm going to go with the shield. Looking for some close combat here. Yep. I can shield bash him. He's not even doing anything. But yeah, as we can see, Dukan increases frost resistance by 50 and frost spell damage by 25%. So this is an amazing item if you're playing a mage build, obviously. We are not, but it's still a nice item. And 250 gold. That could have been a much tougher encounter. I'm not sure why it wasn't. I mean, I was stunning him pretty regularly, but he didn't seem to attack at all. So maybe we got lucky. In any case, that obviously is not why we are here. This is why we are here. Black Book. The Sallow Regent.
So, another seeker after knowledge enters my realm. I am Hermaeus Mora, Prince of Fate and Lord of Secrets. This is Apocrypha, where all knowledge is hoarded. Perhaps you will prove clever enough to uncover the secrets hidden here. If so, welcome. Perhaps you are a fool or a coward. If so, you are in peril. Read your book again and escape before Apocrypha claims you forever.
Eyeballs and tentacles. So the gimmick here, if you can call it that, is that the darkness damages you. So you just need to stay in light. And torches work. So make sure you have some torches on hand. But not a big deal if you don't. As I said, the damage isn't too bad. And there's little pockets of light that you can sprint to. Oh. he's big. I think our plan here is to get into the light and go for ranged. Oh, he just got dropped. The bridge fell and dumped him. Well, there we go. I mean, it's a little bittersweet because then we don't get his loot, but we also didn't have to fight him. Speaking of loot, however, this place is great for gems and spells and scrolls. Oh, fast healing. So we do want to check that out every time we have the opportunity. Oh, he can't do his tentacles when I'm above him. Cracked the code. Ah, that's unfortunate for you. Did he fall down? There we go. That could have been really bad if he had cornered us, and those Seekers were surprisingly tough, but we managed. Alright, so we got through, got all of our loot, and our prize. Okay, I'm going to try to be brief here because this environment has a lot of background noise. This book presents 3 options. Only one of the 3 options can be active at a time, but you do have the capability of switching between them. The first option is Seeker of Sorcery, which reduces all spell costs by 10%. In addition, even though it's not listed here, this should increase your enchantment by 10%. Next is Seeker of Shadows. Stealth skills are all 10% more effective. This includes Alchemy. Alchemy falls under the Stealth constellation. And then last but not least, Seeker of Might. Combat skills are all 10% more effective. This includes Smithing. Smithing is part of the combat constellation. And there we go, our prize well in hand. And we can sort of prove it by looking at our bow damage. This was previously 55, which is fresh in my mind from our recent smithing foray, and now it's 61. So we are getting our Seeker of Might bonus. Certainly it would have been better to have that book prior to the smithing upgrades. That would have given us an extra 10%. Obviously that's a consideration for your planning if you feel like you could make it here and get through. I was pretty concerned about my damage output, and indeed, like those Seekers in particular, if I was trying to use my unupgraded weapons, that would have been a lot of trouble. So it was still tough, but we got it done. And now we have a critical piece to our endgame puzzle in hand. We're not done in Solstheim yet, though. We still have more to collect. Picking up in Raven Rock, the next thing we want to do is talk to the blacksmith.
You haven't seen Cretius Corellius, have you? That foolish old man's taken my pickaxe again.
Son of a bitch. But what's the fuss? It's just a pickaxe.
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe.
Oh.
They don't exactly grow on trees, you know.
Can't you just get the guard to find him?
I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Cretius, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble.
Alright.
You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Yeah, so this time of day, he's in Raven Rock Mine.
I said to leave me be.
Cresius, last time you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
And I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's remains. He's down here. I can feel it.
That was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Cresius, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed.
Who in the blazes are you? Can't you see I'm busy?
Busy doing what?
Why should I tell you? I don't even know who you are.
Well, perhaps I could help.
Maybe. Been difficult trusting people lately. They think I'm crazy. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map.
Alright, what sort of secret?
A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine.
Who was your great-grandfather?
Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel. And he died in these very mines almost 200 years ago.
How did he die?
The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in a rockfall. But I know better.
What's your proof?
My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company, and a key.
What'd the letter say?
It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look. The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else.
The keys to the locked section?
It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I admit this does sound suspicious.
Finally, someone who believes me. I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone.
I assume you're telling me all this because you think I'm just the intrepid explorer you need to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Look, my wife nags that I'm too old to go traipsing around these mines chasing my story. Time's my enemy. It's caught up with me before I could find the answers that I'm looking for.
So you do need my help.
I do. I want to know what happened to Gratian, and what the East Empire Company's keeping from all of us.
Alright. Any idea where to start?
Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can find his remains, I'm hoping it will help. Here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost.
Okay. Are you sure his death wasn't an accident? I mean, clearly you don't even have the body.
Look, I know I don't have much to go on. I have that unsent letter, and that's really it. But I also have a miner's instinct that's run in my family from before Gratian was even born. I may sound like a crazy old man to you, but I'm telling you, the tunnels here are solid. They would never collapse like that.
So why were you arguing with your wife here?
She thinks that old age has addled my mind, that I'm seeing things when there's nothing to be seen. I realize she cares about me, but she has to understand that I can't rest until I find out what happened to Gratian.
Okay. What if she's right and I don't find anything?
Then I'll settle down peacefully and never set foot in this mine again.
I don't believe you.
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, even before I discovered Gratian's old things. I just hope both of you don't mistake my enthusiasm for insanity.
Oh, so yeah, the blacksmith, he wants his pickaxe back, man.
The damn fool doesn't even deserve to have it. The pickaxe was made for mining, not selling. I'll bet he stole it from the Skald in the first place.
It doesn't belong to you.
Oh, very well. Here. Tell him I hope he drops the thing on his foot.
Charming.
Find my pickaxe yet?
I have.
So, you finally tracked down old Cretius, eh? Quite a character, isn't he? Tell you what, since you went through all the trouble of finding it for me and all, you keep it.
After all that? Why?
I just wanted to remind that codger you can't just go around taking things from other people. Now that you've delivered the message, I'm satisfied. Besides, that pickaxe hasn't done me any good in years. Maybe you can put it to good use.
Indeed. Okay, back to the mine here. The letter tells us precious little. It says, Gratian, I would appreciate it if you could help us with a situation we've encountered in Raven Rock. It seems that the miners there have stumbled across some sort of ruins under the surface near Shaft 3, and we need your expertise to take a look. I could send someone else if you're busy, but I figured you want to go, since I seem to recall that you're originally from Solstheim. Let us know if you make any progress. Rentalus Thundarian, East Empire Company, Imperial City, Cyrodiil. So, paper thin, no pun intended, as far as evidence goes, but we know there's more afoot here. Let's check it out. And I did go back to Whiterun before heading to Raven Rock in order to train up one-handed. So we are very close to yet another level up. Both in one-handed and character level. Do. Got a little singed. It's alright. Break away these boards. There we go. And there's the key to the mine that we needed. We're going to have some Draugr down here, and it'll be interesting to see how strong they are. There's a trap here. I said there was a trap there. Come on, Ayla. Okay, not too bad. Stay frosty. I'm going to be on the lookout for targets in this room. Not swinging. All right, we're gonna slow it down a second here. Let's do this level up. And health, I think, sounds good here. Puts us to character level 30. And our archery just hit 80, so let's go more overdraw. overdraw to work. Sure could use some help from Ayla here. It's alright, we got plenty of fallback room. There we go. Okay, so this is why it was so important for us to get that pickaxe first. Because this Stalhrim deposit can only be mined with an Ancient Nordic Pickaxe. And we do want this ore. We're going to need this. Ooh, Death Lord. Lucky. There we go. All clear. Okay, so the area is in fact all clear. This is our way forward. But, you know, the rule is you always check behind the waterfall, right? Ah, there's a door. And it's just a little treasure cove, which gives us another Stalhrim deposit. Alright, our path forward is to the side here. Gratian Corellius. Blood Skull Blade. Release energy blast with power attacks. Journal. The journal is extensive. I'm not going to go into the details. It basically documents sort of his summons to this location to help investigate, and the sort of key being this Blood Skull Blade that he had on him. And the Blood Skull Blade is a two-handed sword that, like it said, when you do a power attack, it creates a shockwave. And obviously there's 4 different power attacks depending on which direction you're holding. So we have this horizontal slice here, so we want a horizontal power attack, a left or right. Same over here. And then vertical. There we go. Sees me now. Is that a ward? That's better. I had accidentally equipped iron arrows, which are terrible. Dwarven are much better. And we can see here another mask. This one for shock. Shock resistance by 50%, shock damage by 25%. Dragon aspect. And once again, these are sort of some fun little items that maybe have some implications for some cool kind of niche builds, but not what we're after. Once again, this is what we're after. Winds of Change. Big hit. There we go. And here we go. Once again, our prize. Three more choices this time. The first is Companion's Insight. Your attacks do not damage your followers. Lover's Insight. 10% more damage and get 10% better prices from the opposite sex. Interesting. But the reason we're here is Scholar's Insight. Reading skill books gives you an extra skill point. And that's going to be a wrap. 2 black books, 2 big pieces to our endgame puzzle. Our work in Solstheim isn't finished yet though, and we have more pieces to collect, and more undead to kill, actually. So I think what I would recommend is going and getting the Dawnbreaker sword. And maybe I should have done that sooner, but I think that's going to help us for what's to come. So I'm going to do that between sessions here, in addition to going back to Whiterun to train up one-handed some more. But we're going to pick up back here in Raven Rock next time. Until then, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe. This has been Honestman, and I'll see you next time with more Skyrim Optimized.